Well, hello there. I am Madeline, Director of Content at SeedWorld Group. And with me is Bret McCorkle, Brand President of Legacy Seeds. Bret, thank you for making time for me. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your history and your role with Legacy?
Sure can. Again, I'm Bret McCorkle with Legacy Seeds. I actually came to Legacy in 2019, October 2019. I was formerly working at a large ag retail, which was a lot different than my background, going completely back to my origination in the seed industry. I was born into a family seed farm, and actually we had a registered Angus herd as well. And through the years, through that journey till now, I've actually been involved in plant breeding at one particular point in life early on. Have come up through a large family seed company working in agronomy research and production, and finally ended up here at Legacy as the president of the business, and am enjoying it. So.
Excellent. So, a born and raised farm boy, this is very personal for you then.
It is very personal.
Excellent. Let's start right from the 10,000 foot view of what Legacy stands for. Your company's mission is pretty unique. It's different than most corporations in that it focuses not on corporate success as much as farmer success. Let me just read it. It says, to ensure that farmers maximize the value of their operation from field to fork. Can you speak about why that's so important to Legacy Seeds?
The stronger our customers are, the stronger us as a company, as we are. We really like to look at our customers as business partners. Essentially, that's what it is. That's why we tend to meet everyone and know everyone on a personal level.
Let's dig into the specifics of what you offer customers. What's unique about Legacy's forage offerings?
So we have a pretty complete lineup. We are basic in alfalfa breeding, so we do discovery work there and have unique material, but it is really focused on the entire U.S. for the alfalfa portfolio. So we deal mainly in dormant alfalfas, so it covers most of the central and northern U.S. and Canada, and we're actually looking at the potential for international as well. Our corn program, while we're not in discovery of corn germplasm, we do have access to just about anything there is available. And then on the forage side, we take the stuff we've discovered from a germplasm standpoint in corn and evaluate not only for yield, but we have a proprietary testing program to separate products that do belong and products that don't belong in a dairy ration through silage. And then the last piece, one of our sister brands, Tri-Cal Forage or Tri-Cal Superior Forage, that kind of completes our whole portfolio with adding another option for growers that actually comes at a different time of the year, or it gives them the flexibility of changing things up.
Excellent. Okay. And then how do these all go together?
So each of these components do go into a dairy ration. It's not always terribly common that corn and triticale are looked at as things that you would group together. But the alfalfa piece, alfalfa with corn, alfalfa with triticale, they all round out the components needed to complete or build a dairy ration or beef ration.
Okay. And now how does a producer get the right ration for their unique operation?
Most producers, especially the larger ones, well, all dairies and all beef herds have connection to some form of nutrition expertise. Larger entities obviously have on staff people. We make the connection with those people. We present what we have for data and detail on every product that we offer. We don't have a thing, so to speak, when it comes to especially silage corn. We have a complete portfolio that when we show them the different components and the different not really traits, but the attributes of each one of those products, they're able to literally take those and develop exactly what they need to build that ration.
Okay, so it's really a customized ration for their unique operation.
It is, yes. We
Okay,
provide the components or the data they need to be able to match what their needs are.
right. Makes sense. And how does that work in terms of the advice end of it? How would you walk a producer through the development of a complete forage solution that works best for their operation?
Well, we've trained most of our sales staff to understand the basic needs of those feeding animals, whether it be beef or dairy, just to the point that they don't overstep the boundaries of a nutritionist that is the one that then takes that detail and utilizes that to build for their specific dairy, their rations, their herds. They know what they're feeding when, and they have dry cows. They have cows that are in prime. They're able to just tailor that to what they need. We don't try to take that part over. We simply provide. We take a lot of the guessing out of the product mix.
Okay. And am I correct in saying that you would be looking both at the nutritional needs of the animals, you'd also be building a solution based on the management needs of the farm?
Very true. That's one of the key things. The easiest thing for us to do is to build the portfolio of the nutritional characteristics of a product. But the most important thing that our sales reps and our experts can do is teach them where to put those products to further maximize their performance.
Excellent. Now, Legacy Seeds is very well known for its alfalfa portfolio. You're one of, I think, only four alfalfa breeders. Is that correct?
Uh, so actively, we're only aware now of two that are still actively breeding.
Okay, and that's a commitment that you're continuing on the
We are.
alfalfa side. Now, people might be a little bit less familiar with your corn options. The Ration Choice corn silage is a relatively new offering in certain markets. Is that correct?
It is. The program is, I believe, in its fifth year now, and it takes a couple of 3 years to really build that database that you need to have you need to have more certainty. So we've taken that time to build that, and as in the background, we have a lot of new products coming in, but those new products have been in the system, and they just continue to flow in. So it's become very active now, and though at the end of the game, it's really about a better ROI for the grower on the other end.
Right. And within your corn portfolio, you've got a couple of different categories essentially. Is that right? The flexible acre varieties as well as the high yielding leafy varieties?
They so we focus on a little bit of everything. There really are three major categories that a lot of growers look at. There's the fiber quality or fiber digestibility. There Some growers really just need a lot of silage. So we focus on yield, just pure yield. We also focus on starch content. That's another area that folks are interested in. And again, once we've sorted that out, they have the ability to take products and say, this is what I need to focus on starch, or I need to focus on high fiber digestibility. Then within that is where our sales reps can take that and say, okay, these are the three products that fit the maturity range you're looking at. You've told me you have this type of soil you want to put that on, and then narrow it down to that one or two products that fall out of that category and belong on that particular application.
It makes sense. And then now triticale is perhaps a less familiar option for certain livestock and dairy producers. Can you speak to why that's something that people might want to consider including in their forage rations?
Yep, there's a lot of flexibility with triticale. Triticale can be planted both spring and fall. Most of what we have or what we're working with is a fall planted crop, but it provides good nutrition, and it provides excellent yield, and it's a lot of flexibility in where it can go and what they can do with it.
Excellent. Tell me, what's the feedback that you hear from your customers on the options that you're offering?
They like it. Most of the time, especially when you're trying to market something that is a thing or a specific thing, not everyone is necessarily looking for that. But when you can go to someone with a portfolio of products and say, here's the catalog, pick, you need to focus on what you focus on. It seems to be a friendlier relationship or more of a partnership when we're able to do that. And it works with the triticale as well. It works with alfalfa as well. You're placing products to perform the best agronomically, and those are the products that we've screened that fit the forage portfolios.
Okay, so rather than saying here is exactly what you should use, it's sort of a cookie cutter formula. It's allowing customers to be part of the process of developing what works
Correct.
best for
Tell
them.
us what you need.
Excellent. Um, Tell me, does your portfolio have options for everyone, or does it suit a specific kind of producer?
We really can focus on anyone. I see no boundaries with the product lineup that we have, and really no boundaries with the geographies that we're trying to market in.
Excellent. And next steps, what's sort of on the horizon for your portfolio or for Legacy Seeds?
Well, we intend to continue the direction we're going right now. We are looking at the potential for expanding. So maturity is probably one of our areas of expanding in corn, so that we can start looking in other areas. We want to maximize territories that we're in and hit a significant market share in those areas, and then start moving into other areas and bring this proof of concept to people in those areas. In alfalfa, we're continuing to feed into the alfalfa research program improvements, expansion. We actually have a young gentleman that's come on board just in the last 6-8 months, and he is actually just finishing or has just finished his master's degree in plant breeding, and will be expanding some of the things that he's doing in the role. So now we have 2 breeders on staff in alfalfa. So it's pretty exciting what we've got going on.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, all comes back to value for the producers.
It does. It really does.
Excellent. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me, Bret. Is there is there anything else that you want to touch on that would be key messages that producers should definitely hear?
I take the time to take a look at us. I think you'll enjoy the conversation and the experience that you have. It's all about building that partnership and long-term relationship for success.
Perfect. Have a great day, Bret. I just really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Madeline.